What is going on, guys, and welcome back to this mini-series in Football Manager 2023. Potentially a very mini-series if we do get sacked today. But our board summary is now up to satisfied, which is interesting because we are still 20th in the Premier League. We are 10 points from safety. We do have a game in hand, so could potentially go to 7. But our next 4 games, if we get, let's go on to the schedule. We have played 2 friendlies. We needed to boost confidence, so we played Shoreham and Uckfield Town. Why? Football Manager. A 5-0 and 16-0 victory. Danny Welbeck actually scored some goals, so maybe he should get given a start against Tottenham. But we've got Tottenham, Man United, Leicester, Man City. Man United, Leicester, Man City all away from home. So if we get 2 points from these 4 games, I'm blown away. If we get 1 point, I'm satisfied. The problem is, I don't think the board will be satisfied, and I think we'll get sacked. But I think we're going to struggle to survive with Brighton. I think, unfortunately, this mini-series is going to be a failure. That's a positive start to an episode, but we'll see what we can do. So let's put Danny Welbeck on the pitch for this game. Pascal Gross and McAllister are both injured, so let's take them off. So we're going to go with Sanchez, Nori, Webster, Dunk, Lamptey, Saicedo and Campbell. March, Mata, Trossard and Welbeck. We're going with Campbell and Saicedo, both ball midfielders, both in central midfield. 4 big games. We need 2 people who are going to work hard to win the ball back. Natural wingers still, both sides, because I do feel like that might be the way forward. Yeah, we need to win half of our remaining games, I think. If we can win half our remaining games, that would give us about 18 points. That I still don't think might be enough, but let's see what we can do. I do have my coffee, so it's a fresh one. We are ready to go. Yeah, let's see what we can do. And it's 1-0 Tottenham, 41 seconds into the game. It's the same highlight to where I said I had my coffee. I mean, it's not really what I wanted to happen. Saicedo now. We're in the 10th minute. We've got a chance. We're into their half, which is a step forward. Long ball forward to nobody. Tanganga brings it down. March intercepts it though. Puts it across. Come on. Danny Welbeck. Get in there. After his goals in the friendlies, he's continued the scoring streak to make it Brighton 1, Tottenham 1 in the 10th minute. After conceding in 41 seconds, we've scored. We scored on Football Manager. Blows my mind. Forest are losing. We will go to 17 points with this. We need... Yeah, we need to win. We need to win. The problem is our remaining games, there's not many games where I would say we're favourites. I mean, I wouldn't say we're favourites in any games, but you know what I mean. In games where we can actually pick up points, we look at that as a possible point-scoring game. So Trossard cuts back, ball across, Sully March to Nori. Please pass it. He shoots. It's deflected. It didn't go in. I thought it was deflecting off Tanganga and going over Hugo Lloris. Oh, it's Ben Foster in goal, not Hugo Lloris. Ben Foster is the goalkeeper today for Tottenham. Right, Sessegnon down the left-hand side, drives himself forward to Zaha now is at Tottenham. That's nice because they wanted Trossard, so I assume they went for Zaha instead of Trossard. But Lewis Dunk clears it. Trossard, is he going to get to it? He does. Keeps it in and then loses it. For God's sake, he's been trash. Absolutely trash. Ball forward. Wilfred Zaha. Good first touch. Good second touch. Cuts back. Harry Kane completely unmarked. Second attempt. Bang on half time. Brighton 1, Tottenham 2. Are we getting sacked in this episode? Would we call it a waste of a mini-series if we get sacked? I don't think so. Because it's been interesting to see how I have attempted to keep them up. What tactic I went with. What signings I made. What mistakes did we do? What do you think we've done wrong? What do you think we've done right? Them kind of things are nice to look back on if we do not keep them up. I forget. I've made a circle. But if I remove the circle, there's a lot more space. Like, look, I'm going to show you. If I go to properties, and we go to... No, it's not properties, it's just filters. if we go to filters, edit filters, and if we remove this, you can see there's so much more space for me to move my hands around. But then you have my rubbish, that's a blanket on the sofa, for example. And that's why I added a filter so we had more space. So you see there, I added more space so we can see FM. But the problem is now when I do hand actions, you don't see it. Annoying, to say the least. You know, we don't even look remotely like getting back into the game, by the way. And honestly, I didn't want to go gung-ho because I just feel like we're not good enough to go gung-ho. Couldn't bring on Billy Gilmore. See how Billy Gilmore can do in this final 15, 18 minutes. Come on. Can we get an equaliser? Can we get an equaliser? Okay, Football Manager said, can we get an equaliser? Not can they score again? But look, we're walking. We're not pressing. They are told to press more often. They have a line of engagement. They're told to get stuck in. They don't do either of them. We're just watching. We are watching as they play the ball. Like, oh yeah, okay. Oh, look, get stuck in. Put your foot in and win the ball. When I was coaching Bjerkram in real life, or even when I moved over to Ike to coach there within the ladies' football, get stuck in. Don't just follow and watch. Put your foot in, win the ball, or take the man. If the ball goes, the man doesn't. It's a simple game of football. But instead, this Brighton team just seems to enjoy watching, observing, as the opposition bombs past you and gets a chance. That's a defeat. So we've lost there. We've now got a couple of days, and then we're coming up against Manchester United away from home. Because, you know, make it easier and all that. Trossard's getting dropped. Benevento's coming on. But he is left-footed. But he did cut back quite well. So we are going to play him as an inverted winger. But, yeah. Trossard, you dropped. You're on the bench. You've been shocking. You've been absolutely shocking. Shane Duffy's not getting the football expected. Well, you're not in my club. I'm focused on just the players I've got as I'm trying to keep us in the division. I'm doing very badly at it as well. Just pointing that out there. So, Fred is going to come in to centre mid. Juan Mata. I think McAllister is going to be back. He is. So, we're going to do that. And Pascal Gross, you can go on the bench for Gilmore. I think we're going to go with that. The only issue is, I think, is both our fullbacks are screwed fitness-wise. So, let's rest both our fullbacks. And maybe Sully March as well for him. There we go. Okay, so we are fit. We are fresh. I think we can do something in these games. But at the same time, I've honestly believed we've put out the correct team and setup for some other games as well. And we've just not stepped up. We've not created. We've not acted how I hoped we would act. Come on. Come on. Yeah. We're going to go at them. We're actually going to play attacking for the next 3 games as well. we just... Do you know what as well? Cancel that. Pump fists. We're going to overlap on that side as well, obviously. We're going to press with a high line of engagement. Back to the dressing room. Pump fists. I know we're the underdogs, but this is a free hit. So we're pressing higher. We're pressing more intensively. We're overlapping against both fullbacks. And we've brought on a couple of players who have been wanting an opportunity. 18 seconds. 18 seconds into the game. Like, the missus messaged me. I'm not in the mood. If she watches this video back, I'm not ignoring you, but just leave me alone right now. Because we're 18 seconds in and we're losing. Like, that can't be due to the tactical setup. That's literally due to how pathetically shit we are at defending. 18 seconds, man. Come on. Like... 18. I'm going to say it again because it almost doesn't feel believable. 18 seconds we lasted before losing our point in this game. Before losing our lead. Before conceding a goal. 18 seconds. Rashford's cutting inside. Manchester United 2, Brighton 0. Well, this free hit's going well. Skip that. Is anybody picking up points? Yes. We're now 11 points behind Bournemouth. We do have a game in hand still. But that will put us 8 points behind them, which means they would need to lose every game left this season, really. To be honest with you. To be honest, in terms of how we can get back into it, they would have to lose every single game left this season. And we would have to pick up more points than we've picked up nearly all season. Feels believable. Feels doable. No, it doesn't. But we have won 2 games, which Brighton hadn't won any games when we took over. I'm telling myself that to justify a little bit. I mean, that was terrible. I'm saying that now. In terms of players who, like Fred coming back to Manchester United, you would hope he would step up and like make a statement. Instead, he's played like Fred did for some games at Man United. Ball forward, right. Dunk wins it. Purvis now down the left-hand side. Bombs past. Go on, Purvis. Go on, lad. Keep going. Whips it in. Back post. Buenavento just watches it. He doesn't even attempt. Rashford. Ball across. Do you know how many times I've wanted my players to pass the ball like that? Where they've had the opportunity to square it, and instead they don't. Do you know how many times I've wanted that to happen? Right, Caicedo loses it to Fernandes. I've never known a player lose the ball as much as Caicedo does. I've never. And the amount that lead to goals. The amount that lead to goals from this man losing the ball. Campbell's coming on for Caicedo. Like, I've never, ever known somebody lose the ball as much as him. It blows my mind how much he loses it. Ball across. Do we win it? We don't. Do we win the second ball? We don't. Right, Welbeck's back to Danny Welbeck level, playing the 6.3, so we'll take him off and bring on our Swiss striker who we signed, who's not done anything yet. Rashford cuts inside. I need a new defence. I need a new keeper. What else would I like? I'd like a new centre mid. I would like new wingers. I mean, I'm not being picky. Like, surely we can cash in on all of these players. Surely. Like, maybe. Like, potentially. Do you know what I mean? Just see what we can do, you know? Just see what we can do. Sanchez collects it. Right, come on. Comeback's on. Sanchez plays it long. We don't win it. We don't win the second ball. We do win the third ball, though. Dillerson doesn't get it, though. Gets it back. He's in. We scored a goal. We're going to win the league. Maybe it's the Championship and not the Premier League, but we're going to win the league. Dear me. Just blow the whistle. I've never known a goalkeeper as bad as Sanchez. I've never, ever. Like, my goalkeeper on my Building Nation save in the Faroe Islands is better than Sanchez. I've never, ever, ever known a goalkeeper that bad. Like, he ducked under it. If he stayed tall, he would have just pushed it over. The fans have criticised my tactics. Changing from this, no Willman to experiment. Piss off, blaming me. No, I refuse to allow them to blame me for the position we're in. No, I completely refuse. I mean, maybe we should go back to balance, but I completely refuse. No chance. No chance. I'm on strike when it comes to accepting the blame for the position we're in right now. No chance on earth am I accepting that. What's the question? I'm not answering anything where you come to ask me to select my players. I refuse to ever do that. Okay, so Caicedo's going to be dropped for Campbell, obviously. Veltman's going to come in. So we're going to drop... I tell you what, we're going to drop both our centre-backs. I'm going to drop... Our left-back's being dropped as well. In fact, actually, I'm going to bring Nuri back in. And also, Tarek Lamptey can come back in as well. So we change our whole back four. Campbell and Fred will go within centre mid. Benevento, McAllister I'm going to drop for... Where's Juan Mata is back and fit. McAllister, you can maybe... Nope, you're completely dropped. Danny Welbeck's going to be dropped as well. Benevento, how did he do? I mean, how did anyone do is probably the better way. He actually scored a goal, so we're going to leave him in. Benevento I'm going to bring out for Victor. Okay, so we've made quite a few changes for this Leicester game. Mainly due to the fact that my team is absolutely shockingly shit. Pump, I know we're the underdogs, but let's see what we can do. Please don't concede in the first minute. First highlight of the game, we're 20 minutes in, I'm just saying, but maybe the longest we've kept a clean sheet. Right, Norrie down the left-hand side. Driving forward, plays it to Dilson. How do we say his name? Dilverson. We played it to Dilverson. He tried to go past the whole team, didn't work too well. But Norrie now, into the box. Norrie, I mean, I don't know why I got excited. He wasn't going to score, but I mean, you never know. We did, but you never know. Okay, Leicester are struggling. They are a bottom half team along with us, so there is an opportunity here. I'm staying optimistic for this game. I'm going to encourage. I'm encouraging. Come on. Back four rejigged. Central midfield adjusted. Attacking midfield adjusted. Striker adjusted. We look okay. We do look okay. Victor is playing very bad, so maybe he comes off with Fred, who's on a yellow. Get some fresh legs in that central mid. So let's take off Victor for Trossard, who will play as a winger, which I've told him you're going to play as a winger. Stop trying to switch. Fred for Pascal Gross, I think. He deserves an opportunity to come back in because, well, Caicedo's just been an absolute disappointment. He's been as disappointing as some people would say Joe Linton was at Newcastle at the start of his career. We've stay calm. Nobody panic. But it's Leicester 0, Brighton 1. Gross with a shot. What happens here? Does it deflects off the Leicester defender? Ends up in the back of the net. Nobody panic. I mean, I don't really know what we're supposed to do in this situation, but nobody panic. Oh my days. Remove the overlaps on both flanks, to be honest with you. Is it a call? No. Let's just encourage. There's 20 minutes to go. There's 15 minutes to go, and we're still not losing, which is a strange situation to be in. Let's do that. Are you as shocked as me right now? Come on. Play for set pieces. Be more disciplined. Let's go with that. Let's make sure we are doing that. Make sure that's still like that. Yep. Happy days. Let's do a shout of focus. Focus! Come on. Oh no. Bang on 90th minute. Headed in. Did it not go in? Get it away. Campbell gets it away. Ricardo now. Right back. Whips it in. Jamie Vardy was there. He doesn't get to it. Iheanacho. Back to Ricardo. Ball in. Cleared away again. Duncan now. Duncan. Goes out to Sunchu. Sanchez collects it. Waste time. Calm down. Calm down. See it out. See it out. Fucking hell. Come on. Leicester 0. Brighton 1. We've somehow, we won a game. I mean, probably shouldn't be that shocked if we think we're going to stay up. But somehow we won a game. So we are now on 19 points. Nottingham Forest on 23. 26 for Southampton. 27 for Bournemouth. We do have a game in hand over Crystal Palace, who are on 28. So we could go 22, 6 points behind them. Our next game is Man City away, which is obviously a free hit. Wolves away. West Ham home. Liverpool away. Newcastle home. So in the next episode we'll do them, which is West Ham and Newcastle home, Liverpool away, Wolves away. I mean, yes, there's a chance we could beat Southampton and Palace two of the last 3 games of the season. But my worry is I don't see how have we gone from a C to an E after beating Leicester. The problem is I don't see how we will get to within 5 points or whatever of safety at the point of them games. If we can get to 5 points from safety with them 3 games left, I actually think we could stay up. I think we could beat Southampton. I think we could beat Crystal Palace. But I worry we're not going to get to that position. I do also worry that this Man City game could see us get sacked. And I think that's the wrong decision by the board. I don't see the point of sacking us, to be honest with you, at this point. You might as well let us see out the season. Okay, Manchester City versus Brighton. Campbell is injured, unfortunately, so Caicedo is going to have to come back in. He's back in one day, but it's a gashed upper leg. He's only 81. Okay, he's going to, yeah. We're going to go with the same team, though, because, well, we kept a clean sheet and won the game. So, I know we're the underdogs, but let's go and give the fans something to cheer of. So, we're on the back of a clean sheet. Yeah, now we're wearing roughly the same kits. But against, who did we play at home? Whoever we played at home, we played in our orange kit, even though we were the home team. Yet now, both teams are playing in a type of blue. That's okay. Haaland's in. And Haaland has just scored his 31st goal of the season. How many games do we concede in the first beeping minute of the match? Like, it happens so many times. That's a red. That's a red. Yeah, they're down to 10 men. They are down to 10 men. Okay. Can 11 men of Brighton... Look, they are playing a narrow formation now, so let's focus down the flanks. Get Tariq Lamptey bombed, and I always forget to set that back on as a standard. My mistake. But we concede in the first minute so many times. It's almost ridiculous. Right, Dilverson put a good ball in. He does put a good ball in. It's cleared away, though. Kyle Walker now. Goes back to John Stones. Into Barella. Back to Stones. Out to Walker. Back to Stones. Across to Laporte. To Barella. To Gundogan. Back to Stones. They're passing it around well, but at the end of the day, they're down to 10 men. So, can we press that? Do you know what? I think the only way we're going to get back into this is if we actually press them and stop letting them have the ball. Because at the minute, we're just letting them pass it around in defence when they're 1-0 up. Right, Gomez. Victor intercepts it, though. Come on, Victor. Come on, Victor. Puts it in. That's in. That's in. And that was onside. That was a goal, and he was onside. Man City won, Brighton won. At the Etihad. A mistake by Gomez there, who just dilly-dallied on the ball. And we are 1-1. Right, come on, keep pressing. Keep pressing. Actually get stuck in. Is that instruction broken? Is that instruction broken? Because we don't seem to be getting stuck in when I've specifically said get stuck in. Like, even if you just mince somebody and get yellow, at least get stuck in. Kyle Walker, bombing forward to Mahrez, to Haaland. It's 2-1 for fuck's sake. And where's it all come from? The exact thing I spoke about. Getting stuck in. Haaland makes it 2-1. Just going to encourage, because the problem is I think the mentality of the players is still always Man City. But they have 10 men. They have 10 men and we were 1-1. We've got to press them, get them under pressure, win the ball back high up the field. Don't let them get in our half before we're trying to win the ball back. Just wonder if pressing trap outside. So we're trapping them quickly. Stop the crosses. I'm taking a risk. We're going with a higher line. We're going to play the offside trap and actually try to press these properly here, because they're down 10 men. Second half, we need to really get back in this, and I think we can. I honestly think we can get back into this just due to the fact they have 10 men. But we're only going to do that if we actually start pressing and actually working as a team. Come on, Gundogan goes back to Stones. He goes out wide to Walker. Walker goes inside to Barella. Goes back to Stones. See, we've pressed all the way back to the keeper. That was good pressing. He's trying to put... But look at that, man. Straight out to Kyle Walker. What a ball that was from Edison. Goes back to Stones. God, I'm getting bored watching this. Oh, now they've played it forward. I was falling asleep. Oh, Erling Haaland. As somebody who lives in Norway, there's no worse than seeing a Norwegian smash goals past you. Erling Haaland. Man City 3, Brighton 1. 10 men of Man City are smashing us. Well, I say the team. Erling Haaland is smashing us. Right, Laporte. Just before half time. If they pass it sideways, oh, for God's sake. I'll come back when something happens. Oh shit, they've actually just played a long ball. Don't score fourth. Well, Sanchez actually made a save. Jesus. Should go back and edit that bit just so I've got a record of him actually saving a shot. Now, Webster's coming on for... Webster's come on for Veltman because he was having a really bad game, and also I've moved Webster onto the left, Contra onto the right, and we've also brought on Solly March on the left wing. I don't think we're going to get back into this game. Man City are just a class above, even with 10 men. But I just wanted to see if that would adjust anything at least. I think I'm going to bring on... I think we'll give Trossard a game in that attacking mid, see if he can do something in 10 minutes. Even if he gets himself a goal, it's nice to see he can work there maybe. We have a chance here from the second corner chance. So Victor now picks it up. He goes across to Fred. Fred goes back to Concert, to Webster, to Nori. Down the line to Solimarch, pass it across. He passes it across. Rebound. Trossard, coming in from that attacking midfield position, gets himself a goal. Man City 3. Brighton 2. We are going to go very attacking now for the last 5 minutes. I mean, that normally means nothing at all will happen, but one day it'll work. But today's not that day. Nothing happens. A 3-2 defeat is not the end of the world. Like, in a general season, we'd be fairly pleased with a 3-2 defeat. Now, club vision-wise, they are very disappointed with my leadership, which is slightly concerning. We'll just jump forward a day to make sure we don't get sacked before the episode ends. We didn't. So, our next game is Wolverhampton at home. We do need to start turning form around. We do need to pick up... Let's have a look at our next 4 games for the next episode. Wolves, West Ham, Liverpool, Newcastle. We need 6 points. We need 6 points from these games, I think. And we need... I think we need more than 6 points. We need probably 7. And we need Bournemouth and all them to not actually win anything. I think we're down. I do think we're down, but we'll see what we can do. I've been Paul, also known as the Northman. Thank you for your support in this mini-series. It's been an absolute battle to see if we could turn shit around. And we're doing the best we can. We are doing the best we can.